My name is Reggie. I'm about kicking ass, I'm about taking names, and we're about making games.
I just did a video recently about how we need more great leaders in the gaming industry, people who are passionate about the business, as I suggested someone like Satoru Iwata. I said we need more people like him, so what do I get?
You're Reggie. You work for Nintendo.
Not anymore!
Reggie Fils-Aimé is going to be retiring as president of Nintendo of America. God damn it. The news just broke recently that after 15 years, Reggie is stepping down. Everyone loved Reggie. Now, was he the most apt gamer? Definitely not. But he was certainly someone who was passionate about this industry, loved the fans, which I understand us Nintendo fanboys, okay, we're not always the easiest lot to love. These guys put up with a lot from us, and Reggie always did so with a smile. On the subject of his departure, Reggie had this to say: Nintendo owns a part of my heart forever. It's a part that is filled with gratitude for the incredibly talented people I've worked with, for the opportunity to represent such a wonderful brand, and most of all, to feel like a member of the world's most positive and enduring gaming community. I don't know if we're always the most positive. As I look forward to departing in both good health and good humor, this is not game over for me, but instead leveling up to more time with my wife, family, and friends. So there you have it. It's time for this hero to rest now. And I just want to discuss today the impact this man had on not just the company, but us, the fans. He was a fantastic spokesperson, always out there pushing the Nintendo brand, whether it be at gaming events, on live news segments, or late-night talk shows. He was there repping the big N in the best way. During the old days of the E3 presentations, yes, before the direct style we're all familiar with today, he was up there every time, always had a very commanding presence on the stage, and early on in his run, I've gotta say, Reggie was kinda edgy. He was a little edgy boy at times, had no problem boasting about Nintendo's great success, and even sometimes doing so while sticking in some jabs at the competition.
But guess what? They've got company. Game Boy Advance has also sold more than 28 million units in America, even though it launched 8 full months after the PS2. Consider this. Both the Nintendo DS and Sony PSP made their worldwide debuts just before the holidays last year. To date, global sell-through for Nintendo DS stands at over 5 million. Or more than twice the level for the PSP. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Well, the PSP hasn't arrived in Europe yet. So we got there when we said we would, and they didn't. You know what? That's Sony's issue, not my problem.
And he knew how to introduce some games and hype up the audience. I think what I'll always love best about him as a representative is how well he always articulated what would sort of become the mission statement of Nintendo. Standing out, being bold enough to be different. In recent years, it was talk like the blue versus red ocean analogy they had, but for me personally, I don't think he ever did it better than back at E3 2004 when he explained the design philosophy behind the DS.
As a whole, the development community already understands what's going on here. I like to think of it like buying a car. Admit it, your left brain looks at a vehicle in terms of the numbers. What's the horsepower, the towing capacity, the 0 to 60? That's our competitor's approach. But your right brain is different. There's only one question out there. Sitting behind the wheel, where will this baby take me? In other words, do you want to go just a little bit faster down the same streets you've always driven, or down a new road to places you've never seen before? That's the difference with Nintendo DS.
The competitors are caught up in how fast the car can go, while Nintendo is thinking about where the car is going to take you. That's something that just always has stood out to me. So yeah, he was obviously a fantastic presenter, but what put him at the head of the pack is that all while doing so, and this is what I think he will be most fondly remembered for. He knew when to take himself seriously, but was always insanely comedic and never had a problem with being the butt of a joke.
I'm hungry now.
You scare me, Reggie.
Oh, I'm
You
coming
scare me.
to eat you.
I'm scared.
I'm going to be able to come back up next time and kick your ass.
I can't wait to drop off the battle bus and meet some of you on the battlefield in Fortnite.
Come on, Reggie, give us Mother 3!
How about this instead? My body is ready. These games are great.
You really like that throttle, don't you, Reggie? That's why they call me the Reginator.
What's wrong with you?
To allow people to play Smash Brothers at Best Buy nationwide during E3 would be a huge undertaking.
Yeah, we can do it at Best Buy, absolutely.
Yes, from the famous My Body Is Ready moment from his Wii Balance Board showcase, to the anticipation of dropping off the battle bus with us, Reggie was constantly delivering us some fresh memes. One of my favorites will always be the trailer they did when they brought back the Nintendo World Championships, and he did that training montage with all the classic games. You had Bill Trennan with him recreating the Punch-Out training sequences. Even the NES Power Pad made an appearance during it. So hilarious. This is something I've said I'm a bit worried about and have discussed pretty much since Kimishima became president a couple years ago. I am concerned about losing this pack of bigwigs at Nintendo. We've lost Iwata, obviously, now Reggie is retiring, and surely others like Miyamoto and Aonuma will follow eventually. These men all brought a different vibe to Nintendo, a fun one at that. Like whenever you see these guys, it honestly just looks like a bunch of dudes who are living their dream jobs. And I'm sure that mentality has an influence on the employees, and I know it has one on the fans. There just isn't that same feeling towards others like them in the gaming industry. Now let's not allow all this to end in a depressing way. A new president of Nintendo of America has been named, and it is Doug Bowser. Yes, Bowser is this man's last name. On the subject of his new position, he had this to say: "It has been my great fortune to work with and be mentored by Reggie for 4 years at Nintendo of America, and rest assured we will continue to build on his work to evolve and expand our brand, furthering Nintendo's global mission of creating smiles. There are millions more of those to come." And the man is totally qualified, has quite the career in the gaming industry, but that's not what people are focused on. It's his name. And this all kind of rolls into what I'm saying about Nintendo and this fun mentality, and having these higher-ups that roll with that message. And Bowser seems like he may be on board. The biggest thing floating around the internet after this announcement has to be this picture he posted after it, featuring himself simply holding a sign that says, "Thanks for the warm welcome." But upon further examination, you'll notice something suspicious in the background of that picture. Poor Mario and Luigi. I think they're in store for some suffering. Yes, the memes can write themselves with this man, and I hope it's something that he and Nintendo fully embrace going forward. I can just imagine some of the possibilities now. Hopefully Bowser can fill the large shoes Reggie left at Nintendo, as well as the hole he'll leave in the hearts of us fans. And to you, Reggie, thanks for the memes, and thanks for the memories.
I leave in good health and good spirits, and believe me, my body is still ready. In April, I'll be dropping the title that's meant so much to me, President of Nintendo of America. But I'll retain one that means even more, Nintendo fan. From the bottom of my heart, thanks again for everything. You are the best.
Wait, I can't let it end like that.
Okay, that's all the time I've got. I gotta get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
Much better.